Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter. In case you didn't know, here in Japan we just got version 1.3 update for Monster Hunter Stories, and it adds a bunch of post-game content, including a tower in which you can fight the 4 new antagonists for the anime called the Black Riders. Now I'm warning you, this is definitely spoiler material, so if you don't want to know about this, get out now. And also, I'm not going to show you the entire tower because honestly, it's 50 floors. It took me literally 2 hours and 5 minutes to clear, but with my team I was able to do it without failure. So I want to show you who you actually battle in this tower, and also show you obviously the new secret boss, or the ending of the tower, which is a character which they haven't fully revealed in the anime quite yet. So again, spoiler materials, but let's jump right in. Now I actually haven't played this game for quite some time, so I kind of forgot that you had to talk to these cats for the fast travel, so if you haven't played for a while you might have forgotten that one as well. So let's go ahead on the stand and go over to the tower. Okay, so what you want to do is go to the post-game tower on the first floor, and they've added 2 new gates, one on the left and one on the right. I have not done the other tower. I think it's just the same monsters from the story and subquest, but much stronger. So I'm assuming that's the hardest one, but I don't know. But this one on the right here is the tower which has all the characters from the anime, which is really cool. Okay, once you go into the tower, there is a bunch of fights, and I'm not going to show them, so I'm just going to go right through them really fast. Floor 2, we've got obviously anime characters, so we've got, who is this, Nariki. He's just there with his Velocidrome, nothing big. Next floor is Genie, the punk older brother with his Yankuku. I can't stand this guy, he's so mean to his little brother. Then we've got Dan Senpai, or good old teacher Dan. He's there with Kurapeko, he's a pushover, there's nothing hard to do against this battle. Next up, floor 5, you do get one of those bonus barrel cats. Next one, we got Mill and Tigrex. Then we've got Hyodo, and it's weird seeing his eyes. Then we got Ayuria, then Shuvaru and his Rathian. Then we've got, obviously, our save levels. Every 10 levels you can save. Then it goes into all these generic people, so I'm not even going to talk about these guys because they're not that interesting. Boop, 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 boop. Just blow through battle after battle. Then finally you run into our first Black Rider, the real mean guy Gale, who obviously is the one who is tormenting Ayuria because they have kidnapped her. So it felt really good to kick his butt, but honestly, he's not very strong. So I was really disappointed. I thought this was the end of the tower, but lo and behold, this thing goes up 50 floors. So you're just fighting a weak version of him to get you ready. Now, one thing you do have to keep note is once you do one kill on their team, they will immediately be able to synchronize and do a kinship attack. So you have to be able to buff up. So if you know you're about to kill one of them for the first time, and make sure to heal up because they're going to hit you with a special attack. I think it's kind of cheap and cheesy, but what you going to do? Luckily my team was strong enough, we could handle it. Then we got Lars and obviously his Devil Joe. They were pretty easy. Then we got Shadow. You could tell I was pretty excited because I like her. Shadow and of course her Nargacuga called Storm. It was a pretty fun battle, but again pretty weak earlier on. Then we got Mad and his Red Kezu, and we go ahead and kill him. And then we go back into just generic floors again. So here we go. After doing a bunch of them, we got Dan again. And we've got Genie and his buffed up monster. Finally we got Mill, and she's in full armor this time. So this is their final anime sort of version. We've got Hyodo in his full armor for Zenogre. Another Barrel Cat room. And this one, Nariki was actually pretty hard here. He's rocking a Brachydios, which is his final monster in the anime. And once you go through him, we've got Ayuria. She doesn't use anything different. She's just a lot more leveled up. Then we've got Shivaru and his Rathian. Again, these are just really leveled up versions of the characters. I don't think there's a huge amount of difference. Just make sure that you're really strong. Like, look at this. Like, it couldn't do much to us. Now, it is nice to see that he is doing gene splitting here. So his Rathian does do ice elementals. So make sure that you come well equipped with a team that can be balanced for all different types of elements. Then you actually get to beat up Duto. And I was super happy about this because he's the main hero. And you know what? I'm the hero in this game, so it felt pretty good to kick him in Rathalos' butt. Sorry I had everything on fast forward because who watches the animations at ×1 speed, right? Okay, next floor, we finally go into the actual Black Riders in their final version. So a lot stronger than they were before, and a really good fight, I think. So this first one is obviously Gale and Dusk, which is his Silver Rathalos. Now the big thing about these guys is that them as hunters do a lot of damage in these final hunts, so you definitely have to watch out for them. Like, watch how much damage they're going to be able to pound me in, like, in this first shot here. Obviously much higher defense. Big attack straight from the beginning, and he does a whole lot of damage. So yeah, if you don't plan out your turns really well, I think you're going to have a hard time. Now these are with a level maxed out characters, so yeah, these are pretty tough. Lars, obviously, and Joe. Now you watch, like, how hard he hits is ridiculous compared to even Joe. He being a hammer user, of course, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but just take a look at how hard they hit here. So I was trying to sort of speed Joe in because I thought he was going to go all power, but he doesn't. He actually goes for speed because he's been gene spliced. But yeah, look at this. Boom. Ouch. Yeah, you got to be careful. I did manage to win this one, by the way, of course. So as long as you know the weak points of the monsters, like obviously Joe's weak to thunder, if you really know your monsters well, you should be able to play up on those weaknesses and do pretty good, as long as you also understand obviously the battle and the turn system and when to heal and when not to. Obviously I knew he had a tendency towards power and he was weak against thunder, so killing Joe wasn't too hard. Shadow's Narga can do a lot of cool attacks. It likes to cast this like wind blizzard so that it has high evasion. But there's one huge sort of weakness against these two, and that is Shadow herself. She is super cocky, so I was assuming that she'd be going for power attacks, and I was right. So as long as you keep hitting her with speed, it's actually pretty easy to kill these two if you just ignore the Narga and go straight for Shadow. This is definitely what I recommend, because when he does do all these tornadoes, the evasion for the Narga goes way up. Okay, after Shadow, we're going to go again and go up against Mad and his Red Kezu. For some reason, for me, twice he mounted his Red Kezu early, and then if you just focus and do your best attacks then, you can actually knock him off, so he can't do his special attack. I don't know if that was a bug, I got lucky, or if that's just a thing, but if you see him mount, maybe you want to try pounding him in. Then once you get to the very top of the tower, we finally get to go off against the leader of the Black Riders, Anvis. Now, we've never actually gotten to see this character or the fact that I think he controls a Kushara Daoda. I think that is a spoiler from the anime, because I don't think we've actually gotten that far in the anime. I did miss the last few episodes, so I could be wrong. Now, he doesn't even have interesting dialogue. He's just saying, oh, you got rid of my henchmen. Oh, this is interesting. Bring it on, kind of idea. The time is here. Give me your power, and I will be the most powerful guy, and my ambitions will come to fruition, and blah, blah, blah. He's just your typical idiot, leader of the bad guys who wants to be super strong. Okay, so for this one, let's check out the battle a little bit. I will be using ×2 because ×1 again is pretty slow. I didn't know really what to expect. I didn't know how powerful, obviously, the Kushala Unfail is or how weak. So my strategy really was to build up the dragon power in the Zinogre and to sort of just fortify myself and hold on and just sort of see what happened. So obviously we're buffing up Zinogre here so the Stygian can do more damage next turn. We get to see that he does a lightning attack, which is nothing against me because I have the Kirin armor, which is good. And here we go, we're buffing up. So I got through the first turn pretty good. I was like, okay, I didn't get hit. I obviously needed some gauge, so I saw it was going for speed, so I said, sure, I'll go for speed as well, hoping that we can get it on, but it wasn't doing a power attack, so we didn't get obviously much of a gauge increase here, and we even lost the face-off, which kind of sucked here. Ouch. So for this next turn, it was pretty much about just healing up because you do not want to get hit. Now, if you notice, Zinogre already decided it wanted to do the tackle, which is its best attack, so I was just going to let it run with it for now. So I get hit by another cyclone, how annoying, and then it does the tackle, and boom. Yeah, okay, we can handle this. That's a lot of damage, and I got really lucky here because they had a face-off, which of course if you're a human player, it's meant for kids, right? So you're obviously going to win a face-off, which is great. So that gave me a 1-up, and he was down already. Now, I got really lucky here, and my thing was already charged, so my goal here was to kill them both in one hit with our kinship. Now, what I should have did was attack and try to level it up to level 2, but I got pretty nervous and I just went for it. So we see Kushala doing the ice pillars up here. No big deal. And then here we go with our special attack. I did manage to turn this back down to regular speed because I love this attack, so take a look. Yeah, so that went really good. So obviously he's going to go ahead and heal Kushala after this. So the idea here is to just, go crazy. Now he did charge up here, and I was really upset that I had the supercharge speed on because I really wanted to see the kinship attack for Kushala. So I actually have not seen it yet. But lo and behold, I pressed the wrong button, which was I pressed X one more time when the attack started, which brought it into super speed mode, which just abbreviates the entire animation, and I didn't get to see it. So I was pretty upset by that. So sorry about that, guys. I'm sure Apex or somebody's got a video out there showing what it looks like. So now it was just, it already had the tackle on there, so it was just a matter of knocking off the hit points from the Kushala and just healing up, and I'd be a-okay. So I was a little disappointed. I thought that this final battle, I was hoping that Anvil had more than one monster, but I guess because it's an Elder Dragon, what are you going to do? So you're only up against Kushala, so as long as you can handle the ice attacks, honestly, I think you're pretty good to go. I found the other battles much harder than this one. There they go, healing up. One good thing to note here is that you don't get to bring your own battle pouch into this tower. They make you use theirs, which means that you lose out on a lot of stuff. Again, I got lucky here with the face-off that obviously I was going to win, and boom, game over. Ha 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 ha, I win. So I was really excited because I didn't know what I was going to get for all my effort, because again, this took like over 2 hours to do. So cue it, drum roll, what do we get? Kushala egg? Nope. 40,000 zenny. Are you kidding me? Come on, give me a Kushala egg, because like you can make it a pet now. So I guess it was for the challenge and the rewarding satisfaction of having overcome that challenge. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, especially if you were just curious what they added to the Japanese version. I'm pretty sure they're going to add this to the US version eventually. But maybe you'll be done playing the game by then, because this update came pretty late in the game. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this sort of spoilery video, and until next time, happy hunting.